Inflation, what is it? The Bible says, my people, they perish because of lack of knowledge. When you hear the word inflation, do you get a little bit scared and you say, oh, I really don't want to know. That's on the news. It just means prices rising, I think. Well, I'm going to go through it. You need to know a little bit more, but I'm going to keep it really, really simple so that you'll be able to follow along and you'll be able to speak to anyone on inflation from this day forward. Stay with me. It's all about the kingdom. Well, hello and welcome to Don't Eat the Seed, where we keep kingdom finances relevant, simple and fun. We want you to understand inflation today, where it's coming from and what it actually means for you. Fuel prices are going up, food prices are going up, energy prices are going up. Some things are going up very subtly, and these things are the things that are included in the inflation price that we have at the moment. But you're saying to yourself, but didn't I just have a hike of energy price at home of 54%? Yes, in the UK we did. And I just want to tell you that they don't actually include the energy prices or food prices or clothing prices that have gone up by 21% in the overall inflation figures. That would send us all a bit, crazy. We'd say, oh my goodness, because what is inflation and what causes it? That's what I want you to know. I want you to be able to explain that to anyone in your family. What we call inflation is not actually inflation. We say inflation is rising prices. Rising prices is a symptom of inflation. Yeah, it's a symptom. So if I have a sneeze, if I sneeze, achoo, I haven't got a sneeze. I've probably got a cold, and it's the cold that's causing me to sneeze. So stay with me. There are two main reasons why we have inflation. There are about 4 or 5, but I'm just going to give you the two main reasons so that you can know, you can see them. When you see it in the news, you're like, I've been, hearing about this. So the first one is supply and demand. So say I had 3 apples and I say, who wants the 3 apples? And 25 people put their hands up. And I think, oh my goodness, who am I going to give it to? I don't know who to sell the apples to because there's too many people who want the apples. And I think to myself, the only way I'm going to have to, decide who gets the apples is putting up the price of the apples. So the apples would be costing 20 pence each, but now I'm going to make the apples £15 each. And I say, the apples are £15 each. Who wants the apples? Now there's only about 7 people who are willing to buy the apple for £15 because they've got the money and they can afford it. What inflation does, it outprices some people from the market because they just can't afford it anymore as prices start to go up. But because the demand is high and the supply, I've only got 3 apples, is very low, I, as the shopkeeper, can put my prices up to whatever I want. And sometimes it's not just because the shopkeepers are terrible and they want to put the prices up. Because they only have 3 apples left, they're probably paying more to the person who's bringing the apples because, their fuel prices have gone up and their supply prices have gone up. So they're being charged more for these apples and the price is just passed on to you, the consumer. So that's why you see your fuel prices going up and you go on the bus and the bus fare's gone up. Now, if you're finding value in any of these things that I'm telling you right now, I'd like you to click the like button and say, yeah, Michelle, I like this. This is quite good. The second reason is a reason that a lot of people don't know about, but I'm going to tell you about. And this is the main reason why we have inflation. We have inflation because governments print money all the time. Can you imagine if we needed money and I just got out my printer and I started printing money and then afterwards, just giving it to people? I wouldn't be allowed to do that, would I? But governments do it all the time. They think to themselves, oh, the economy has gone down a bit. I need it to be running a bit faster. What I'll do is I'll print some more money. And then afterwards, people are like, oh, there's more money available. And they say, yes, grants over here. I can fund that for you through the government. I can help you to fix up different places. Businesses, apply to the government because I've got money that I can give you at low rates. And some of the grants you don't even have to pay back. Oh. They're just giving this money away because they want people to invest it into the economy, to get the economy running again. And that's what happened with COVID. Businesses shut down, restaurants shut down, everybody was at home, not spending any money, not even spending any money on the buses because you didn't have to move from your house. Everything shut down and the economy came to a standstill almost. So it was giving people money, especially in America. They were giving people checks and stimulus checks and saying spend, spend, spend. But the government's been doing this before COVID. They've been secretly printing the money all the time. So when it came to COVID, it went up a little bit, then it went through the roof because they were doing it for a long time. And because of that, there's inflation. There's too much money in the system. Too much money. Remember, there are only 3 apples available and everybody has this money. So the shopkeeper now thinks, there's so much money available. Why would I just raise it to £15? I might as well raise it to £35 each and see who's got the money. Everyone's like still 100 hands up. You're thinking, well, let me raise it to £100 an apple. And then always like see some hands going down now and there's only a few hands. But my daughter, she tried to get a PlayStation during COVID and she couldn't because the parts were made in China and they were not producing them anymore. You know, China was locked down even more than everywhere else in the world. And there were no parts available. So that this was the situation even when she returned to school. She said that the kids had their phones underneath the table, texting away, trying to buy the new PlayStation 5. But they would sell out within 3 minutes of PlayStation putting them on the market. That's because there was only a few PlayStations available and many kids actually wanted the upgrade. So that makes the price and the value of the PlayStation very expensive. So those people who managed to buy a PlayStation for £500 will put in the PlayStation on eBay for £1,000 because the demand for it was so high. Now this is a Kingdom channel. I actually help Kingdom people, do better with their money, make better decisions. Now, should you be worried about inflation? In every situation, God has made a way of escape for his children. But there are some things that you can be doing right now. So this is the first of many videos about inflation. I will be telling you how to ride the storm in the times of inflation. So I need you to subscribe and press the bell button also, because when the next one comes out, I need you to watch it straight away, because the things that I will be telling you, you've got to move on straight away, because we will not be caught short. I've been studying this for a long time and I've got information for you. What you need to do is watch this video here. There are 5 things that I'm going to tell you that you need to do. So press the button now and watch this video.